Here today we are going to learn about the next topic of house bank, which is called as manual check process. So of course, when we say we are paying through bank, means either you are paying through check or we are paying it as a bank transfer. So let us assume that you are paying it through a check and manual check. Manual check means I have a physical checkbook with me. In that checkbook, I have written a check and given it to vendor. So now that check which I have given to vendor, we usually update those details on the first page of a check, like to whom we have given the date and amount. Same way, you can assign that check number manually to the document of vendor payment, that is KZ document type. That document number, you can assign it with the check number. So you can get same details in SAP as well. So that is called as manual check process. That is what we are going to learn about today. Okay. Now, when we have already created the house bank, so we have the house bank created and particular account is also assigned already, GL account for house bank, which we have already created in FY12 yesterday. So for my company, if you go and check the company code, MART, house bank, then you will find SBI and ICICI. Both banks are there. For SBI, if you check, you will find that I have created saving account and current account. And for ICICI, I have created only one current account. Okay, so these are the house bank detail. Now let's say for SBI current account, I wish to create a checkbook, check lot. SAP term, it is called a check lot, which means I have a checkbook with me. With that checkbook, I wish to make a posting in such a way that that check number need to be updated in a system. So first what we have to do, whatever checkbook is there with you, those check number also need to be updated in a SAP system. So that is called a check lot. So first we have to maintain a check lot. For that, the prerequisite is your house bank and account ID has already been created. Okay. Prerequisite for check numbers is what? House bank should be ready. So it is already ready. We have already created it. So now we have to first create a check lot. So the T code for creation of check lot is FCHI. Create check lot. In SAP, the check spelling is CHECK. That's why you will find that in my Excel file also I have given all this as CHECK only. Okay. CHECK check lot. Now here we have to tell which is a paying company code. Now why it is called as paying company code? Because we are making the payment to vendor, right? And I want to give the check to vendor. So my company code will be considered as the paying company code. So here we have to enter MART, paying company code. For that company code, which bank you have. So I will select SBI. And for SBI, for which account you are holding that checkbook? Is it for saving or current account? See, this is how it will be helpful. Account ID will tell you that, okay, in one bank I have two accounts. So for this, for which bank you want, for which account you want to create this check lot? For current account. So these are the details which will help you to understand paying company code, house bank and account ID. Then click on this change button. And here we have to click on new entry, create. First check lot will be there. So we have to give the check lot number 1. I mean, in SAP, we are creating first check lot from 2 check numbers in SAP for this bank. So this is check lot number 1. Like now onwards, if you have second checkbook, third checkbook, you can give the number like lot number 1, 2, 3, 4 continuously. Okay. Now in India, how many digit of check number we follow? 6 digit. So it may be like 001, like that, 1 to 50 or up to 6 digit we follow. So let's assume that my check numbers, I have a checkbook of current account, which we have different checkbooks like 20 check, 10 checks, 25 check, 50 check. So let's say I have a checkbook of 50 checks and it is consisting of number 400-101 to 400-150. So this is my first and last check number. That is a series from 2. So 400-101 to 150 are the check numbers which are physically present in my checkbook of SBI. Then here we have to give the short info, like what is this checkbook about? Let's say SBI current account checkbook, and when tentatively you have purchased, or when you are, since what time you are using it. Tentative date you can give it as 1st April or whatever you want. Okay. Next check lot, if already you have check lot checkbook which is available to be used as the next check lot, you can create second check lot also. Okay, payment method I will let you know when we will go through the next topic. And now usually we follow the same sequence of a check. Like first I will give check number 400, 101, 102, 103. We usually follow sequential checks, right? To make it easy for us to understand. So the format of SAP is also that we follow same one by one same sequence in a sequential way only we follow the check number. But let's say your client says that no, we don't want sequential. I want to use any number in between like that. Then only you have to select this non-sequential. Otherwise, the standard behavior of a system is that it should pick up the standard sequential checks. Okay, so click on enter button. Now save it. So your check lot is created. So check numbers have been saved in the SAP system now. After this, now we have to create the vendor invoices and I will make the payment. So first, let's go for one vendor and we will create multiple invoices for that vendor. Let's say if any of them are already available. FBL1N. Okay, this is installment payment term. Okay. I will do one thing. I'm not using this document. It's an installment. I will create 3 invoices for this 9200 vendor. Okay. Quickly, let's create FB60. Just 1 minute. Huh? I think it has picked up wrong vendor. Otherwise, it should show. Okay. Let's say my amount of payment is 15,000. Save this entry. So this is the first entry. I'm posting for a vendor. Again, I will post same vendor with a different entry. Let's say amount is 68,000. Save it. Third. So I am creating 3 invoices for same vendor. Now if you go and check the report of 9200 vendor, you will find that there are 3 open items, 3 document apart from this current one. This is one document only, installment payment term. Apart from that, we have 10, 11, 12, which are 3 invoices created. So for these 3 invoices, now I have to make a payment. Actually, we can make a single payment for all 3 line items together because payment can be done. Like I have multiple invoices. I want to give only one single check or bank transfer. We can do that. But right now, just to make you understand different scenarios. So what I'm doing, I'm creating 3 different invoices and 3 different payment entries. So we can give 3 different checks. Otherwise, again, for each and every vendor, I need to create. Otherwise, in real time, but you can think of that all payments can be given together as a single check also. Now go for a payment entry, F-53. And I will do one by one. So as per scenario, you will understand. Now let's say here I'm making a payment for vendor payment. See now, till now, whenever we have done the payment, we used to select the GL account of cash. But now you have to select the bank GL, but bank GL should not be directly selected. Here we have to select house bank. Which bank we are paying to? SBI. Then only system will be able to recognize that the same check that you have created for this house bank and bank ID combination, same bank you are using for outgoing payment. For that purpose, we have to use the account ID, then give the amount. What is first amount? 15,000. Okay. Once you try to give all the data and click enter button, system automatically determines the GL based on this SBI and house bank and bank key combination. So it get determined. See, account 10030 derived from the house bank. That is the difference. So now you will come to know that why I was telling you not to use bank account earlier, because in bank account we have to create it in a different way. When you post entry, we have to give the house bank and then your GL gets called up. Okay. So this is how we created call or enter the details of house bank. Then after that you click on process open item. Now there are multiple payments. So first I will do select all and right side deactivate all. And now I want to make a payment of 15,000. So double click 15,000, document simulate. So it will be vendor account debit to main bank account. 15,000 is the amount. So now this is the entry which is giving the effect to bank account. Okay, save it. Oh, sorry. We have to assign the GLs for of bank account with the splitting characteristics. We have not done that step, so I got an error. From 10030 till 10042, all the accounts I will assign till ICSA, and the category should be 04,000. Cash or bank account will have same category. Okay, we have to come again and post entry F-53. Select all, deactivate all. Simulate, save. See now, document was posted. Now this is my payment document, right? So now the check has, see when I will post this document, the checkbook is there with me. So physically I have written the check of amount 15,000. I have given that check to vendor. And after giving the check to vendor, then I have posted entry, because now from my side, payment is clear. I have given check to vendor, so payment is clear now, right? Now we have to assign the check number that you have given to that vendor. We have to assign the check number with a payment document. Why with a payment document? Because in one payment document, you may have multiple invoices paid. So check number will always be assigned with a payment document. So for assigning, now physically I have given, so check I have given manually. Now that number of check that I have given manually, I have to assign it to with this payment document number. So what we have to do, we have to go to FCH 5T code. FCHI we have done already. Also done FB60 F-53. These check numbers also we have created. Now I am doing FCH 5. FCH 5. FCH 5 is the T code to assign the, see, this is a payment document. By default, system picks up payment document. You can see here, payment document number, paying company code, fiscal year. So system has picked up KZ document. If you don't know, you can go to FBL1N and find the payment document number of KZ document type, and you can enter, copy that and paste it here. Then give the house bank, account ID and check number. For first check number, you don't have check details with you. So you can go again to FCHI. $400,101. This is a check number. So now what I'm doing, I have physically given the check number 400,101 to vendor. So I'm assigning 400,101 to this payment document number. Try to save it. We will get one error. So what is the error? Error is, please check whether document is not a payment document. That is what the error is. So please check whether you have entered the correct document number. So let's go to FBL1N. List, refresh. See, 150014 is the payment document number which we have generated just now. So this is correct document number 150014, right? So then what system is saying? It is saying, check whether it is a correct payment document number. Yes. If yes, then select the field cash flow relevant in the GL master data for the bank. This I have not done purposefully. Whenever you create a bank GL master data, we have to make sure that you are selecting the option called as relevant to cash flow. But if you do not select it, whatever transaction you try to do for bank account, it will not allow you to use C, cash flow relevant. So we have to go to FS00. FS00, and for every bank, incoming, outgoing, all GLs, what we have to do? You have to select the option called as in create bank interest relevant to cash flow. Without this option, system will not at all allow you to use GL in entry. But why I have not done it earlier? Because you should know if you are not doing it, where you are getting the error. Okay. Now try to save it. See, now the check has been created successfully manually, because of course manually I have given the check number and it is attached with payment document. So the way in which we write the information about check on first page, right? On first page of a checkbook we write na, that to whom what amount we have given as a check, with check number. Same way SAP has provided us with a T code called as FCHN. It's a check register, FCHN. Check register, enter your company code and click on execute button. This will give you the same information. Check number 400,101, 150014 payment document number, payment entry, payment date and amount and the vendor detail. So this is how your check will get updated once you update the information. Any doubt, anyone, about it till now? Clear? Okay. Now, next, again, we have to assign the, see, now there are T codes called as FCH1, FCH2, FCH5, I have told you, FCH, these also I have told you. In FS00, select the cash flow relevant option. Now, next one that you can check with is FCH1 to FCH9 are the continuity code /O FCH1. These are different kind of reporting too. Some T codes are there for reporting. Let's say display check information. It means you know the check number, but you don't know for which payment document it is assigned to. So you can enter the check number and click on enter button. System will show you what is a payment document number which is there for this check number. Okay. So this is 400-101, enter it and it will show you the payment document number. This is FCH1. FCH2 is exactly opposite. You know the payment document, but you don't know which check is assigned. So enter the payment document on selection screen, click on enter button. So you will be able to see which is a check number that was assigned. Okay, clear everyone? So FCH1, FCH2 allows you to give the details regarding the or check the details regarding check number and payment document. FCH1 and FCH2. FCH1, FCH2. Okay, then FCH3. FCH3, it allows you to void the check that are not used. Void means cancel. Cancel the check which is not used. So if you go for MART, company code and account ID, then the check that you do not wish to use means you have created a check lot. Check numbers are there. I mean, we have, let's say, created a check lot of 50 checks. 42 are already used and 8 checks are still remaining. So they are there in the system. But now the bank said that due to some reason, we will not accept those checks. If you remember 7-8 years back, all the check have now same format, same size, and your name should be printed on a check. All those rules came up. Earlier to that, every bank has got different size of a check. So if at that time some bank they said that no, we will not accept old check, please get a new checkbook. So in such way, if already I have created the check lot in SAP, they are already there. So what we have to do, we have to cancel the unused check. So in physical checkbook, what you will do, you will write cancel on those 8 checks and it will get cancelled. But in system they are still available, so we have to cancel them in system also, but they are unused checks. So void the checks that are not used, that is unused check. We have to give the void reason so that auditor will come to know. This void reason you can create on your own. So to create a check, so to create the check cancellation or void reason, you can go to FCHV T code. FCHV gives you the reason, like these are SAP reasons. But let's say you are not wishing to use them. Let's say I want to use it from number 12. Normally we have reasons like wrong amount, wrong name written on a check, or wrong signature done. So these are the normal reasons. So you can create your reasons using FCHV and you can use those reasons also. Or I want to create some reason like unused check. Unused checks. So system will allow you to, system will unused checks. Okay. So this is how you can mention the reason for unused checks here, void reason, as per your requirement, like unused check or whatever reason you want to select based on that. And then system will allow you to cancel those checks in system. So someone, if they try to use, system will give them error. So this is how you can give the check numbers and give reason